What's up guys, Uncasual Gamer here, and today I'm going to run through some of the games that I've picked up across the past week and also talk about some of the changes that I'm hoping to make to the game room in the coming weeks, months and this year. I think I mentioned on my game room tour the other day, which you can watch here if you've not watched already. I would love for that, please go give it a quick watch. That I am going for a full Pokemon DS collection. Now, there is 20 games on the Nintendo DS, at least in the PAL English region. So yeah, I'm going for all 20. Some of these, it's not obviously a big collection, 20 games, but some of them are quite heavy hitters. I think 5 out of the 20, so a quarter of all the games, and £90 or more, which is obviously going to mean that I'm not going to be walking out and picking them all up tomorrow. It's going to take some time to save for these games, to get the resources and to get them bought. So how were we looking before the week started? So we already had 5 Pokemon DS games. We had Pokemon White 2, which is one of the heavy hitters. This is £90 at CEX at the moment. I think when I picked up it was £80. I've already made a £10 profit on this game just in the past year, which I'm pretty happy about. This is the only one of the heavy hitters I've got though, so there's another 4 games that are around that £100 mark I'm going to have to invest in. Second up, we already have Pokemon Black version. I think this is 55, 60-ish at the moment. It's in that mid-tier range where there's like 4 or 5 games. There's Diamond, Pearl, Black and White all around the 50 mark. So yeah, I've got Black. These are all complete as well, all with manual, and they're all in pretty good condition. Next up, I had Pokemon Ranger, Guardian, Signs. I think this is about the £35 mark, and there's about 4 of the Pokemon Ranger games, if I'm correct, on the DS. They all tend to be around the £30 to £50 mark. I think there's actually only one which is above 50, the rest of all around the £30, £40. But yeah, got this one already, which is good. And then I've got Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. Again, I think there's like 3 or 4 of these. These tend to be a bit on the cheaper side, apart from one I think is Explorers of Sky is like 65, and then the rest all are about £20. So they're the 4 I've got. I mentioned I've got 5, and that's because I've also got Pokemon Platinum on the DS. However, this is the Japanese version, which I got whilst actually in Japan last year. Now, I'm not going to get the PAL version as well as this. This has obviously got more sentiment to me, having visited Japan. I got it over there, brought it back with me. So yeah, absolutely fine that this is the Japanese version. So that puts us on 5 games. The 2 we picked up this week were both from Vinted. First up, we have Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time. Now, this is, I think it's £18 in CEX. I got it on Vinted for £9, I believe. Obviously, with £2 postage, went up to £11. But still a good deal. It's complete with the manual, all in really good nick actually. So yeah, that was a great one to pick up, especially for around £10 mark. I think trading actually goes for more than I paid for this at CEX. So yeah, happy with that one. And the second game I picked up this week was Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia, also via Vinted. Now this was on Vinted for, I think it was like £25. I lowballed the seller at 18, and they accepted, which I was pretty shocked at. Even with postage, that would have been, I think, 21. It was like £2.50 postage. But I noticed the seller was also selling a copy of Nintendo's Dachshund and Friends. That's one of the ones that I've not got. I had Labrador and Dalmatian, I believe. And that game is 15 in CEX. The seller had it up for £3, so I asked, hang on, if I got this and the Nintendo's game, could you do a bit of a deal? And she sold me them both for £22, so we posted 25. This is 35 alone at CEX, so I got £50 worth of games for 25 quid, so it's essentially half price. But yeah, so with them 2 purchases, that takes the DS collection up to 7 games at the moment. Like I said, 20 to collect overall, so another 13 to go, so I'll be keeping an eye out for those over the coming weeks. So yeah, what else did I pick up this week? Well, I went snowboarding with my fiance over in Manchester. We went to the Chill Factor, and next door is literally the Trafford Centre, which is a big shopping centre in Manchester. Went in there, went to the game, and right at the front of the store, game had a massive sale on, with loads of Xbox and PS4 games ridiculously priced. Now these aren't heavy hitters, they're not big games, but for the price that they were there, I kind of had to grab some. I couldn't just leave them. The games that I don't own, there is a couple of games that I have played. I don't believe I own any of them. So yeah, let's have a look at these. So first of all, there was Fallout 4. Now this was right at the front of the store, and this was 49 pence. It actually says 50% off the market price as well, but the guy in the shop said they actually can't reduce anything that's at 50p or less any further. I wasn't going to argue that for the sake of 25p. So 49p for one of the best games of the generation, really, in terms of last generation. Most people have already played it. It's easily gettable. It's not a lot in CEX, but 49p, you can't go wrong. It'll go on the shelf and it'll look pretty. The second up, I picked up another Fallout game, and Fallout 76 on the PS4 this time. This game was £4, but marked at half price, so I got this game for £2. So yeah, 2 Fallout games for £2.49 between them. They obviously come sealed. They're not sealed games. I believe they are pre-owned games, but they come with the game seal on the side. I think that's for the warranty or whatever. But yeah, pre-owned games. But yeah, 2 games for £2.49. Can't go wrong with that. And then a little bit further down the back of the shop, the game had their usual 2 for 3 offer, which a lot of YouTubers, I know, go in and get 2. They do the research. They get 3 for 2, and then they go trade them in at CEX and make a bit of profit. I didn't have the time. Like I said, we were going snowboarding straight after, so I literally just bought some of the games were $2.99. I thought I'll pick up 3 of them. It'll cost me £6 for 3 games. I can't go wrong with that, right? So these are the 3 that I got. First up, I think obviously influenced by the fact I was going snowboarding, we picked up Mark McMorris Infinity Air. Don't know anything about this game, never heard of it. I don't mind like sports games, so I probably will give this a go at some point. £2, I think it's £4 at CEX, so I've not got the best deal in the world, but it's half price essentially, so worth picking up. Second up, we got Doom. Again, this obviously will come at £2 in the 3 for 2 deal. This is, I think it's £2 at CEX as well, so I've not really got a good deal there, but hey, it's a game I didn't own. It's an Xbox staple. It's a game that I think most people should have in their collection. If not every Doom game, but at least a couple. And then the final game I got on the deal was Surviving the Aftermath, another game that I've never heard about, another game that I've not got a clue what it is. I think this is £5 in CEX, so £2 I think is a good deal. Pretty happy with that. So yeah, the 5 games in total came out at less than £9. I think it was £8.49 for all 5 of them. They'll all go into the collection. I've played a couple already. I'll probably play the other 3 at some point as well now I've got them. But yeah, great deal. If you've got a game near you, if you're in the UK, I'd recommend checking it out. If you do more research, there probably were better deals to be had. I was in a bit of a rush and I saw the cheap games. I thought I'll just pick them up. Okay, so moving on to the game room and what we're going to do with it. I mentioned in the game room tour the other day that this year we're going to be kind of changing a lot of this. And one of the first things I'm going to be doing is replacing all of these black cabinets, black shelves with white. It's not going to be an overnight thing though. This is going to take months, so more for kind of money constraints rather than anything else. I'm going to be kind of doing it at a staged approach. So, you know, maybe 1 or 2 shelves a month I'll be switching. I might move the Xbox shelves, the Xbox games over first onto a shelf, and then followed by PlayStation, followed by Nintendo, something like that. Hope is by the summer we're kind of all white in here. I think the white's going to give us a really clean look. I think it's going to make it look a lot smarter, a lot cleaner. I've seen mixed reviews about whether you should go for black or white in a game room, so if you've got any kind of ideas or suggestions, please do let me know in the comments below. Also need to pick up a new TV stand. The one I've got at the moment, you can only fit 2 game consoles on, which is not ideal, and it's kind of all open backed. I want something where I can hide the wires on the back, again to go with that cleaner, crisper look to the room. But yeah, that's it for this week. Like I mentioned, I will be showing you. But yeah, that's it for this week. Thank you for watching. Like I mentioned, I'll be adding some of the white shelves this week, hopefully. So by next week, I'll be able to update you on that and show you how it's looking. Hoping to get some LEDs in there as well, make it look a bit fancy. So yeah, that's great. Any suggestions you've got, please let me know in the comments below. If you could drop me a subscribe, that would be incredible. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel and help me out. Until then, take care, keep gaming, and speak soon.